Yay, live on YouTube. That soup looks hot. We'll just pour it in. Unplug that. Let this thing take the soul heat for that. And, pardon my hands. Ow. Crap, I need my water. Eh. Gotta put the water in. Bam! Put that over here. Oh, yeah, it's nice and toasty. All right, nice and toasty. Unplug. Set forward. And we can enjoy. Look at that. Nice Thanksgiving dinner. I'm happy. So I don't know what the deal with these lives are. If they get saved and shown later or whatever the case may be. Hmm. Delicious. But oh, hello. Hello, how are you? I'm eating grilled cheese and tomato soup. I made it in the truck night. Um, because Denny's can can't make eggs, so I don't trust them to make turkey. And I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How's everybody else doing tonight? Whew. What you do? I drive trucks commercially. I do oversize, um, open deck, step deck, flatbed, oversized perimeter trailer stuff. But my YouTube channel here is I try to show people how to make food in their truck and eat a little bit not healthier, but eat more wholesome meals, stuff like that. I mean, look at this. Look at that perfect. Hold on, let me turn on the light so you can really see this thing. Look at that. Look at that perfectly cooked grilled cheese. I mean, I made four of them because I'm fat and I'm hungry, but made that in the truck, and now I'm just sitting here enjoying the fruits of my labor. Because, like I said, I went to Denny's yesterday morning, and I was at Denny's yesterday, or yesterday, was it yesterday morning? No, it was yesterday afternoon, I think it was, and I asked, went and got the lumberjack slam, and yeah, dude, they hash browns weren't cooked, eggs were cooked wrong, and I just didn't trust them making a turkey dinner. Well, grilled ham and cheese it is. because you can't really mess that up. I mean, you can mess up grilled ham and cheese, or grilled cheeses rather. I didn't have the ham, so it's getting a little chilly. I think it's like 40 something degrees outside, so it's cool enough. So slam down some of these. Dude, that's I love dipping it in the tomato sauce, man, and the tomato soup. I love if that's like a childhood memoir that I've done is just dipping in the grilled cheese and just tearing it up. Um, what other food have I done in the past? I've done quesadillas. I've done uh, beef stir fry. I just did chicken parmesan. I did that last night in the truck. That was pretty cool. I didn't think I could do that. Did it. I've made quesadillas, um, chuck wagon stew, beanies and weenies. Um, just odds and ends. I'm honestly looking for more ideas of stuff to make. Because there shouldn't be a reason why you can't eat a decent meal out here on the road. Um, no, this isn't my first live. I do them every now and then. I've been trying TikTok out a little bit, but it's not really going that well. Normally, this is my first live where I've actually eat. I think, yeah. Usually when I go, I don't do the lives and I don't do the cooking. I don't cook live. Um, haven't really got that far yet. I did cook live on TikTok earlier, just before I came over here to YouTube. But that's something I thought about doing is going like now and do that. Spaghetti, honestly, spaghetti is really easy because now they have preheated pasta. Like, so this is my little pan, right? That's my little pan. It's not any bigger than my hand. It's one of the my mini, the my minis, and I cooked pre-cooked pasta in that from Walmart last night for the chicken parmesan, and I could fit the whole bag in there. And I think I had my chicken parmesan done with the air fryer and chicken and everything else. I think it was done in like 15 minutes. But spaghetti's not bad. Um, it's a pretty easy one to do. The hard part though is getting the sauce flavor right because sometimes you don't have the right sauce flavor and stuff like that. And normally this week I didn't go and do a big grocery shop because I was trying to be home for Thanksgiving. I just wasn't able to get there. And but normally I'll make like breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches in the truck. Because the gas station ones they're decent, but they're like $5 for a breakfast burrito now or a breakfast sandwich. And between $2, $1.50 for half a dozen eggs, about $3 for a 1 pound roll of sausage or bacon. Bacon's like $4 or $5. A dollar, $2 for some English muffins, and $1.50 for a big pack of cheese. You could split that up, and you can definitely make that sandwich for like $1.25 a piece, and then you just throw them in your little freezer, your little fridge, and bowl them up. That's what I did. I made a where was I? think it was out in Arizona, and I was on a 34, and I just took my griddle out and put my griddle out here, made up all my eggs, scrambled them up, scrambled up the sausage, mixed it all, cheese, and then I put it in a Tupperware bowl, with a lid on it, and I just stuck it in the fridge. Then every morning, I just took a tortilla shell, put some that filling in there, rolled two of them up, threw it in the air fryer for 2 minutes, and Next thing you know, wham bam, I got breakfast burritos in the truck, and they're warm, they're hot, and they're made with fresh ingredients. And that's the thing, is having that fresh ingredients. Oh, I appreciate it. What was that? Mary me Ike? Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to give back to the community in a sense of the world because like I said, that truck driving, you get paid well depending on where you're at and what you're doing. But the food prices out here are crazy. You know, just a normal 20-ounce soda is almost 250. I go to Walmart, I'll buy a 12 pack for $6. Put that in the truck or whatever, and try to find ways to save money. And most of the Walmarts you can get into, even the grocery stores to get into, and you can do a grocery shopping and get good food and make stuff like this. And honestly, there's days you have out here that are just really bad, like just complete shit days, and being able to have a fresh cooked meal at the end of the day is amazing. Like, just to give you a prime example, I went grocery shopping this past week. I think I spent like $60 at the grocery store. I got a 4 pack of chicken breast tenderloins. They were $6 and change. I got a 4 pack of pork chops. That was like $5 and change. Um, I got some bread, some rolls, or not rolls, but English muffins, uh, cheese, some snacks. Because I got me the Christmas tree snacks. I love me them Christmas trees. I'm like fat kid cocaine. And a couple other small snacks because I didn't have any snacks. Most of my stuff I had left over was either canned food or just something that wasn't munchable. Happy Thanksgiving to you. So, but for $6 you get 4 chicken breasts. You eat one chicken breast a meal, maybe two. You're still in for $3 and you're eating chicken. Which I think's pretty good. And I still got the pork chops. Got some dino nuggies. Oh yeah, definitely got the dino nuggies because you can't go wrong with some dino nuggies. You know, that's the bee's knees right there. Having some chicken nuggets. And don't get me wrong, I do like to dabble into the fast food restaurants. The McDonald's, Burger King. The works. But it's expensive, even with the apps and stuff. It's it's still just expensive. My job. So I started driving back in 2012 when I was still in the service. Um, I didn't do much, but I did a little bit. And then when I got out in 2014, I went full time driver. And then I haven't looked back since. So now it's 2025, 26, no, 25. So I guess 13 years of truck driving, I think, is where I'm at now. Somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah, 13 years. Mm, eh, I mean, yeah, but truck driving to me is a lifestyle more than is a job. So it's like another day for me. The food's good, man. I'm telling you, like, I mean, it's golden and crispy. I mean, you can see the gold on that. Like, that's gold, and it's hitting the spot. It's really hitting that comfort spot that I was hoping to hit tonight because I ain't gonna lie, I am kind of in my feelings about not getting Thanksgiving tonight, but I didn't want to pay $20 for some crap food. Like, don't get me wrong, because I was searching Facebook, because sometimes on Facebook there's a lot of truck drivers that go home, and that if you're in the area, they got extra food, they bring you a plate. But no one's in my area tonight, so at least that I saw. So it is what it is. I take what I can get what I got, and I'll go to bed with a warm tummy. So that's all I can ask for. Whew, delicious. Oh. How was your turkey day? Did you have you get all the stuffings and all the good trimmings and stuff with your turkey meal? Oh. Whew. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting full. Mm. Yep. 4 grilled cheeses. That is a magic number to fill my stomach. Mm-mm. Whew. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to finish this soup. Nope. Those are gone. Those were good. One thing I keep forgetting to get when I go grocery shopping is crackers. So I can do like crackers in my soup. I think gotta be the saltine crackers or the oyster crackers, nothing like that. But I keep forgetting to get crackers. I don't know why. Mm. But I tell you, whew, wow, 4 grilled cheeses is a lot. But I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna go home hungry. Or I'm thinking about it, treating myself to a little pint of ice cream after. Might go to the truck stop, spend $7 or $8 on some Ben and Jerry's crap, and give me some ice cream. But still on the fence about that one because I really don't know if I want to pay that much. But the problem is my little fridge down here, this freezer, is about that big, about that deep. So you can really only get a couple ice cream bars in there at most. Which, again, going back to the cheap eating, and you get like the Walmart brand ice cream sandwiches for like I think like $3.99, $4.99 for a small box, and they're during the summertime. I always keep ice cream in that freezer because you never know when you want to grab an ice cream. It's always nice to have one. Try to have some comforts of home while living in the truck because not everything's going to be peachy and fun as you expect it to be. That's why I always carry extra food up here. It's a box right there. It's got some food in it. Got the ramen noodles. Got some soups back up in there. Got some extra storage containers for food, and then over here on this side, I got that's where I keep all my bread, my chips. all that good stuff. Peanut butter, you know, is you got to have options out here. Sometimes, especially during the winter months, you could be out in, the Dakotas or something, a snowstorm hits and you get stuck out there, and the last thing you want to do is not have food. So that's why I always tell people they should get some stuff in here and get their stuff in your truck because it's not that expensive, honestly. I mean, for about, I mean, what am I into this? 20, 40, 50, $60 maybe. $60. I got the air fryer, the skillet, and the my little my mini pan skin it combo thing here. And for what it's worth, I've saved probably hundreds of dollars throughout the year cooking in the truck. I mean, meal prep's a big important thing, you know, but being able to cook and eat in your truck is definitely worth its weight in gold. Especially if you're trying to pinch money or save to buy something nice or whatever. Like, I don't have a microwave in my truck, so that's my next purchase is a microwave. I had one. It was a hand me down from a hand me down from a hand me down. I don't know how many hand me downs it got handed, but it got handed more than it should have. And about 6 months ago, I was using it, and I don't know what happened. That thing just arced. I was like, "Ooh, that's not good." Like it just zapped, and yeah, I threw that microwave away. I mean, it still worked, but it zapped, and you could smell like the smell of burning electrical inside of it. So that made me like, probably not gonna keep this. So I threw it away, and a Christmas gift to myself. So I'm gonna buy myself a microwave or TV. That's kind of where I'm at now because I had a TV, had a nice TV. My wife had bought it for me for I think my birthday because she always gets me one every year because I always end up breaking it by the end of the year. And it lasted 2 months in my truck, and I somehow I managed to drop it hard enough on my bed, and it broke the screen. So yeah, it was needless to say, it was not beneficial for me. So it got cracked, and that also got thrown away. But now I'm in my new truck, hopefully my forever truck, and I've got a plan to make a storage unit here, and I think it's going to work out really good. I'm not 100% sure on it, but from here to the wall on the far right side here, it's 38 inches, and it's 24 inches deep. Now, when I sleep, my feet don't go that far into the 24 inches. So I'm thinking if I make the shelf 18 inches out, and I'll do like maybe two shelves in here, maybe three. Not sure yet. But I'll do some shelves in there, and then I'll put a cabinet door on the shelf, right? Like a nice, not it ain't gonna be nice. I'm gonna lie to you. It's gonna be basic plywood. I might stain it, might paint it. I don't know. But on the front of that door, that's gonna swing open to the wall. I'm gonna mount my TV on it. So that way I'll have my TV mounted here. I can open it up this way, and I can access whatever I have stored in here. So that's my plan. I was kind of messing around today. I drew up some blueprints for it. Um, Hence why I know the measurements. But I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work out. I went to Facebook, post some ideas and get some feedback on it. But I'm not exactly 100% sure if it's gonna work. But I think it will. So with that being said, I'm hoping that when I build the shelving area with the table and that right there, it'll work. Because I don't even need this stand, because I actually have another one built in right here, another cabinet, right, little drawer here. But I try not to use that unless I'm doing some like big crazy meal where I need to have a lot of working space. But that's kind of my plan right now, is to just kind of build this probably in the next, maybe next time I go home, probably build that and see if I can get that built right and see if I can get it to where I would be happy with it. Because come up this way with like some 1x4s, go to the back, another 1x4, 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 and then plywood the back. Maybe leave the back open. I'm not 100% sure yet. And then just build some shelves across and then put a door on front of it. I don't know, because I want it to be lightweight, but I'm not sure if lightweight's what I want. I don't know. I got to figure it out. Because I want it to work, I want it to be cool, I want it to be functional, but I also want it to be light and removable, which is the hard part, is light and removable. Because with having the shelf here with the plywood door for the TV mount, I'm thinking probably half-inch plywood would be sufficient, possibly with the 1x4s, and I think I could make it work. Not 100% sure, but that's what I'm thinking. But I'm not really set on that being a final project. Like I said, I've reached out to some of the Facebook gurus on storage and stuff like that, see kind of what they come back with and see if there's anything that I can do. But I'm just not sure because I keep all my clothes and stuff in here, so it'll mostly be for food and storage because I only have two of these and the other one's very small. It's about half the size of the. They're about the same size actually. Now that I think about it, but I don't want. It's all unused space, and I don't. Everyone's like, oh, you can put a TV there. You can put a TV there. Yeah, it's great, but then I lose the space. Like, so if I do a shelf and then put the TV in front of it, where I open the door, TV comes this way, I can reach in there and grab my stuff. That's genius. Like honestly, I don't know why Peterbilt doesn't build it. That's the crazy part. Like that just blows my mind. Because if I do it right, a 32-inch TV is anywhere from 17 to 19 inches tall, and it's like 36 inches long, I think, because it's 32 corner to corner plus like an inch or two on each side. So it could be 36 and a half, 37 inches to go from one side of the TV to the other, which will fit comfortably in here. So that's why I'm debating if having a sliding of, if I can make it so it swings open, I can get in here, or I might make a lift up. That way I can store all my stuff in here, and then it naturally sits down against the bottom, and then I can just lock it in place on both sides, and then that way it'll stay shut. I can store some stuff in here, and it'll be like a little closet, and I can be happy. That's my thought process. I'm not 100% sure about it yet, but that's kind of how I'm leaning. And actually, now that I think about it, it's probably a smarter idea to do the whole lifting up than swinging open. And that way I could store stuff in there. I just don't know what I'll store in there though. Because like everything in my truck has a place, you know what I mean? And I don't like messing with the place. Because I keep extra blankets. I don't use them. Usually I just use a normal comforter set for most of my sleeping arrangements, but during the winter I always put on a throw blanket, and then depending on if it gets real cold or what have you, I'll put on another couple blankets. But this is kind of like if you lose heat and everything gets cold and yada 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 yada. So, but I'm trying things out because I thought about maybe going on this side and putting it there and then sleeping on this side so that way I could look at the door. But everything is on this side. I mean, yeah, because I won't do it on the door side because when I load my groceries, I always put my groceries inside the back door. That way I can come in here and I can put them all away. Because I still have my driving passenger seat, which I'm going to see if I can have that removed. Because if I have that removed, it makes things a little bit more easy, to say the less, a bit less complicated. As I do have my PS5, but I don't have it set up because I don't have my TV, and I really don't particularly play a lot of PS5 because, well, I don't know. I'm just kind of grown out of gaming, I guess. I don't really know. I used to play it a lot. Now I don't really play it that much, but it's really be nice to have because I can watch movies and stuff on the PS5 like I do on my phone. But the phone screen's this big. 32-inch TV is that big, So I think that's probably the best bet is to build a little storage component with a lift up lid on it, with the TV mounted on it, and then a way to just lock it in. I think that'd probably be the best way to do it. And then you could store, blankets in there, dog food, whatever have you. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. But it's been fun. It's been about 30 something minutes on the live now. I've got some good people in here talking, but it's kind of come to an end. So I'm gonna ramble on by myself for the rest of the evening. And if you guys do look at my content, check it out. Got any ideas for any meals or anything like that? Let me know. I'll try to whip something together and go from there. So I appreciate you guys coming on here, talking a little bit, asking some questions, and I'll catch you guys out here on the road or on the flip side. So thanks. Have a good night.